James Daly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Bury is the proud home of the Lancashire Fusiliers. We are a military town, but in recent years there has been an acceptance that our responsibilities to local armed forces personnel under the Bury Armed Forces Covenant signed in 2014 by our local council have waned, and this is simply not acceptable. A review announced in June of last year is now taking place of the Bury Covenant for this very reason, and I therefore welcome Clause 8 of the bill and will confine my remarks to this important provision. Clause 8 creates a duty and principles that specified persons or bodies must have regard to when exercising certain housing, education or healthcare provision. This is a very welcome attempt by the government to ensure positive support and outcomes for our veterans, and we all agree that they must never be disadvantaged. But I am concerned that if local councils and service providers do not live up to these duties and principles, what action can be taken at a local level to guarantee that veterans receive the support that Clause 8 envisages? We must also be ambitious in how we are to deliver improved and better services for our armed forces personnel. Words are not enough, and we must ensure joint partnership working between veterans associations, volunteers, and all those who provide support for veterans, whether through breakfast clubs, veterans cafes, and many other forms of support, working together with their local councils and CCG. Within Greater Manchester, where I'm an MP, in Lancashire, I have had the opportunity to see how good practice works, how the delivery of services through multi-purpose armed forces hubs deliver fantastic outcomes for veterans from all backgrounds. I briefly point to two examples. One, the Wigan Armed Forces HQ or hub, and secondly, the Healthier Heroes CIC in Burnley. Both facilities provide a wide range of support services and social activities for veterans. And Wigan has even started building their own housing stock for local veterans. Having visited both facilities, it is key that mental health, full-time mental health support is absolutely fundamental to the well-being of many veterans, and we must find innovative ways of delivering this service, but also funding such fantastic provision. I've spoken many times to my honourable friend the Minister, and I welcome the funding that he champions through funds such as the Armed Forces Covenant Fund to support local authorities and local groups who are ambitious to deliver the best outcomes for their local armed forces personnel. This is a fantastic bill. It is something that is building upon not only our manifesto commitment, but the deep affection that we all have for those who give so much for our country. I finished by saying that I will work tirelessly with others in my constituency to deliver the Armed Forces Hub that I will think will benefit all those veterans who have given so much to our country, who are proud to live in Bury, Ramsbottom and Tottington. We are truly an area who values our armed forces personnel, and I will work with everyone to ensure that we have the services, outcomes and facilities they deserve.